Hello and welcome to Clovis Local, the events, people, and important news from Clovis, California. In this edition, so-called rat boxes installed in Clovis intersections, alerting cops to red light runners. Homeowners get new blue bins for your recycling convenience. And Clovis joins the rest of the world celebrating the 2008 Games in Beijing. First up, a new device alerting Clovis police officers when someone runs a red light. So-called rat boxes are being installed in 11 Clovis intersections where the most injury accidents occur. They're expected to be fully functional by the end of August, just in time for back to school when more kids are on the streets. The electronic gadget is about the size of your hand. It has motion detectors which trigger the device to flash when a vehicle goes through an intersection after the signal has turned to red. A cop has to be nearby to see the box flashing. It acts as a measure of proof that the light was red when someone went through the intersection illegally. The red light monitors are different than red light cameras, which were tried then abandoned in neighboring Fresno. The red light monitors in Clovis will cost the city about $15,000 to install. Clovis homeowners are beginning to exchange 2 green recycling bins for 1 blue one. The goal, to divert more material from the landfill. About 20% of Clovis homeowners now have blue bins. The rest will get theirs by the end of summer in 2010.
These are replacing the individual green tubs that have been used in Clovis. This allows the homeowners to throw all of their recyclable materials into one container. They don't have to sort them, and it's just a lot more convenient and makes it easier for the customers to recycle.
Those who have the blue bins now have 3 colors to work with. Gray is for plain old trash, green is for your yard clippings, also called green waste, and blue is for anything and everything recyclable.
These are picked up once a week. This is the same size as the refuse can and as the green waste can, so it should provide a lot more capacity for them. Currently we're using 2 18-gallon tubs, so this almost triples the amount of recycling capacity they have.
A third bin might make it a bit more difficult for some people to abide by the rules that come with them. Clovis City Ordinance says you're not allowed to put the bins out until the night before they're picked up, and you must place them where they're out of sight from the street by noon the next day. Luke Serpa says they'll give you at least 1 courtesy notice, but you could end up paying fines up to $100 if you keep your bins on the curb beyond the allowable hours. The goal, after all, is to help protect the environment.
Recycling is good from an energy use standpoint, it's good from a landfill utilization standpoint, it's good from a jobs standpoint.
The Olympic flame now burning over Beijing. Folks in Clovis and around the world watching as the 2008 Summer Games open in spectacular fashion. The extravagant opening ceremony featured pageantry, massive pyrotechnics, and the traditional parade of athletes at China's National Stadium. But it was all topped by the unworldly sight of a flying gymnast. The opening ceremonies, this year's Games, considered perhaps the largest and costliest in Olympic history. Played out before an audience of 91,000 in the stadium and a roster of dignitaries, including President Bush and Russian Prime Minister Vladimir Putin, the event heralds the once reclusive nation's emergence on the world stage. The worldwide audience, including those of us here in Clovis, could number as many as 4 billion people. NBC, your official Olympic network, catch all the world-class action beginning on 8/8/08 on KSEE 24. Still to come on Clovis Local, another sole survivor from Central California to benefit from the Hubbard Act. We'll be right back.
At KSEE 24, we're here to bring you big stories first, staying with the story long after other stations have left.
Taking action on big stories that affect the Valley, helping to deliver aid and information.
It's this commitment that proves a local station's benefit to its community. A local station like KSEE 24. This is the station delivering the most local news,
the most local weather,
the most local sports,
and the most local information.
We are
KSEE 24,
Central Valley's news station.
A Clovis woman now officially charged with vehicular manslaughter and driving under the influence, causing injury. Highway Patrol says 53-year-old Donna Porthoff was drunk on August 1st when she crossed the double yellow lines and crashed into another vehicle on Auberry Road north of Clovis Avenue. 50-year-old Chahita Her suffered major injuries in the crash, as did another passenger in Her's vehicle. A Madera County veteran is one of about 50 sole survivors who will benefit from the so-called Hubbard Act. It's named after Clovis soldier Jason Hubbard, who lost his 2 brothers to the war in Iraq. When Jason returned to Clovis after his brothers, Jared and Nathan, were killed, the Army demanded he repay $2,000 of his $6,000 enlistment bonus. Nick Ramey of Madera County was a sole survivor when he joined the Marines. His stepbrother had already died in Iraq. Ramey wanted to come home to be with his family and was also asked to give back some of his enlistment bonus. Congress corrected that injustice, and the president is expected to sign the Hubbard Act. Last week, pole vaulters are over the top in Old Town Clovis. It was the annual North American Pole Vault Championships, where on August 1st, they were held on August 1st. World-class athletes from across the country competed for the top spot on Pulaski between 3rd and 5th Streets. Pole vaulting will return to Old Town Clovis next summer. Thanks for joining us for Clovis Local. If you have a story idea from Clovis, or if you'd like to comment on this weekly webcast, log on to KSEE24.com. We'll see you next time on the World Wide Web. I'm Mark Alger, KSEE 24 News.